This is Scott Goldie Project Concert 150, hanging out at Buzzbin in Canton, Ohio on a Thursday night. I am here with Round Eye, all the way from Shanghai, China, to be with us tonight. Dang! Welcome to Buzzbin, welcome to Canton, welcome to the United States.
It's rad to be here.
Yeah,
Great to meet you.
Excellent to be here.
Would you guys like to go around and introduce yourselves?
Oh, right on. Jimmy, from New York, and I play the drums for Round Eye.
Chachi from Chicago, I sing and play guitar.
I'm Mac from San Francisco and I play saxophone.
Livio from Italy, Pisa, Italy. I play bass.
And I guess the first question I should ask is, how did you all come together, and how did you all decide to move to China?
Okay, so we all met each other through mutual friends.
Okay.
Just how people meet anybody, right? And I personally came over to China because I had prior to Round I had another band called Libyan Hit Squad, and the drummer had been to China in 2007 to 2009. He came back to Florida where I was living at the time and told me all about it. He said, "Oh, you got to get over there. There's something going on." And at the time, he was telling the truth. Beijing was going through sort of a renaissance, and it lasted for that period of time. And then I just kind of put it in the back of my mind, and then he passed away. And then when he passed away, at the same time, my band was kind of imploding, and there was no jobs on the market. So I decided to just jump ship and go to China. I don't know, you guys.
We all met there. We didn't form here.
Okay, so you all met in China.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
So I moved there for work, and then my co-worker is a drummer in the scene and knew them. End of story.
Okay.
It's a small,
Oh,
close-knit community.
Super small, especially amongst the musicians. It's so small.
I guess we'll keep the story of how you got to China, and we'll just go all the way around.
It was my job.
Okay.
I'm an architect, and
Okay.
I couldn't really find a proper job in Italy, so I decided to move to China after a brief period in the UK. Then I said, well, got nothing to lose, so I moved there 5 years ago.
Okay.
I've been in China in Shanghai especially, for 7 years. And the reason why I moved there is I was in bands, in the States. I was a teacher, and then I kind of quit my job to pursue a band. And in all that time, the bubble burst in 2008. And by 2011, I couldn't get a job teaching. And if I could, I wouldn't want it really. So I said, fuck it. And I just moved out to China to teach history at an international school.
And you guys all ran into each other in Shanghai and said,
Fucking weird, right?
That's amazing. That is an amazing story.
This guy was looking for a drummer to start a band. He wanted to start a band. And for me personally, like the last band that I was in, I said, I'm done. I'm done playing music. I'm done being in bands. But that changed. Yeah, pretty much. After meeting Monkey Man.
So you start a band in Shanghai, China, and what was the reception in Shanghai when you said, "Hey, we're from the United States and Italy.
Well,
We're gonna play punk rock for you now."
the first thing, oh man, I guess it was 'cause we always, being a foreign band in China, you're always going to get a brick wall, and you're always going to look at you like some sort of a circus freak, because you're a novelty. You're a bunch of foreigners playing this crazy form of music in China. So largely the fans that go out there, the people that go out to like festivals and stuff, it's a curiosity thing. It's a novelty. You know what I mean? It's going to circus. It's not there. They're not there because their first 7-inch was incredible that time when they were produced. No, they don't think like that. Right? So they're there to see you because you're a fucking weirdo band.
It's a new thing for them.
That's why we're called Round Eye, right?
Yeah.
But then people try to get people that have, some of them will come up and ask for a photo with us, and other ones that are they're too afraid to do that, so they'll try to sneak a selfie with us in the background. I mean, which is fine. but it's just it's interesting to see.
And it has nothing to do with the music.
Yeah,
they want a
it's not
photo
right.
with you because
Circus
you're a foreigner.
They're gonna post it on their timeline. And
Yeah, they're
what
gonna
I
go
did
back
this
to
weekend.
wherever they're from and be like, look at these crazy foreigners I met.
So what's it like for you when you come back and play the States?
It's beautiful.
And
It's beautiful.
culture shock.
Culture shock,
Which is weird to say, because I mean, I grew up in the States, you know, and living in China for 7 years. Every time I come back, this feels strange. Even though living in Shanghai, living in China, it's like being on a different planet. But you kind of get used to the madness. So when you come back here, it's just this feels weird.
And do you play worldwide? So do you hit Europe?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've done,
And what's it like for you when you go back and play Italy?
We did it. We did last year
did
and
his
the year
hometown.
before. We did it in my hometown. It's really great. It's great. We had the chance to see places that I've never seen before. So for me it was fun, and it's good to see the way that how differently people react to your music. You know, in Europe or also in the States. I love both, but I have to say sometimes Europe can get because they're not really used to like touring bands, while in the States it's more like a common thing, having touring bands doing it all the time. So if you are, a foreign band, you go play in Italy.
especially peace.
They really enjoy it. It's just like for them, it's kind of the same level as in China, but they really like the music and they're there because they're doing that music, and it's such a special thing that that band is playing that kind of music in their hometown.
Yeah.
So you get that feeling, and it gives you a lot of energy as well. So it's this exchange of energy. That's
Okay.
really good.
And let's go back to your current tour. How many dates do you have left in the States?
5.
5.
4.
4.
Right. Four.
And where are you playing?
Tomorrow we're playing New York. Next we're playing Philly. Next is Brooklyn, and then Providence.
Okay.
Moto.
And are you headed back to China at that point? Or-
These guys, some of them are.
Yeah, pretty close to it. He's leaving. These guys are leaving the.
He's going.
I'm
He's
going
going
the day
back
after.
to China. Yeah, you can do this.
I'm headed to Peru for 2 weeks and then back to Shanghai.
And let me say, this guy on sax in a punk band, freaking amazing.
That's what I said when my buddy said, "Hey, there's this band. They want a saxophone." I said, "What do they play?" He said, "Punk." I went, "That seems weird. Sounds good."
Is this the first time you play sax in a punk band?
And New York is all right if you like saxophones. But Shanghai is even better.
Yeah.
Shanghai is even better. You knew that reference had to come up somewhere.
Absolutely.
It probably.
We tried getting Leaving to come out to China, but he said he was too old to do that.
And you can follow Round Eye on Facebook
Yep.
and all over social media.
Roundeyeband.com, YouTube, and what else?
And our newest record is Monster Vision, and it came out on Sudden Death Records, which is Joey
Okay.
Shedhead of DOA's label.
All right, awesome. And when you go back home, is it going to be time for new music or?
Absolutely.
always.
We're in the mix right now.
We're making a new
Okay.
video.
Yeah, we started making our new album, so we'll finish that up. New music video coming out.
New video coming out titled "Do the Drum."
Do the drum.
That's going to be an interesting pick, and then and we're just going to keep on rolling.
I'm going to share the shit out of that thing.
I was just waiting to see it.
I'm just going to be waiting for that. I'm like, everybody, watch this 100 times a piece.
And yeah, that's always doing the same thing.
All right, well, thank you for stopping in at Little Old Buzzbin in Canton, Ohio on your
Thank you so
tour.
much for having us.
Absolutely.
And hey, have a great rest of the tour. Be safe.
Thanks a lot, man. Cheers.
Hopefully the rest of the tour can outdo what you had tonight.
Gambe!
Come back.
Cheers!
Hair in my shit off.